we are talking about joint and muscle support using essential oils. I actually didn't even go live in the regular, oh goodness, in the regular, it wouldn't work. So we are just going to improvise. Okay, so today we're talking about joint support or using essential oils. And I'm Terry Foster. I share self-care tips and tools for pain-free living. I am an above-the-knee amputee, and essential oils are very much a part of my daily self-care routine. I'm also a certified male instructor and essential oil specialist. So replays and handouts are all available for free on my website, iambonickwoman.com. And I will go through and list everything in the description box below. There's nothing there now because the stream I was trying to use wouldn't show the video. So anyway, so as an amputee, I wanted to support my aging body with something more natural, and stumbled upon essential oils many years ago while trying to help my daughter. I was invited to an essential oil class the day after bringing her home from her 4th ear surgery. And knowing nothing about essential oils, my mama instinct told me to go to this class that my friend was hosting in her home. I learned about how essential oils are able to penetrate that oily cell membrane and heard stories from moms about how they were able to use essential oils with their children. So I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a try. I bought what is now called the Healthy Start Kit. And it was definitely one of the best decisions that I've ever made. It turns out I'm quite a nerd when it comes to essential oil science. I find it fascinating. And the more that they helped me and my family, the more curious I became about how they work and why. So now I get to share with you. We are going to dive into muscles and joints and essential oils. I Am Bionic Woman was created for the person looking for self-care tools and techniques for pain-free living. So if you're looking for a more this class is for education only. I'm not a medical professional, and this information is not intended as medical advice. So if you have questions or concerns, I encourage you to discuss them with your medical provider. Before we get started, I'm assuming that you already have doTERRA essential oils. If you don't, I will have linked in the description box some starter sets, and anything that I show you, I will put in the box in case you're looking to get started. So let's get started. Before we start, we have to start with an essential oil. Okay, so today I chose lemon and spearmint. And so what I'm going to do, spearmint, and then lemon. Oh, to remove the label. I mean, the top. Okay, I'm all frazzled because my video wouldn't work. So I have lemon and spearmint in the palm of my hands because they're invigorating, uplifting. I can inhale them from the palms of my hands, and it can change my mood instantly. So the molecules in essential oils are so small that they go up through our olfactory nerve here, and they send messages to our limbic system, which is our emotional brain, and tell our brain, they send a message. So lemon and spearmint are telling my brain to wake up, shake off the stress, and get energized. So that's so it actually happened to be the perfect blend. Lemon is actually the oil of speech. So I always think of like being a child and having to get up in front of a class and do a book report or something. Spearmint can be so helpful because that is so nerve-wracking. Okay, so where am I? I have to read my notes. All right, so it was a massage therapist who said, start a journal and write everything down. And she said, when you're having a good day, look back at what you were doing and you will see a pattern. So she was right. I could see a pattern. And this is where I really started learning what helped and what didn't. And it was so empowering. So my best advice, grab a notebook, start writing down your day, or download an app on your notes, and you'll look back and start learning what works or doesn't work for your body. We are all different, okay? And what works for me may not work for you. A part of what works for me may work for you. And you have to learn what works for best for your body. So let's start out with my top 5 tips for supporting your muscles and joints. Because we have to take a holistic approach to this. Our body, nothing is disconnected, and the ankle bone is connected to the shin bone. So we just have to acknowledge that everything works together, right? Learning what works best for your body. And when you're starting with to use a more holistic approach and starting to do things that support your body and help it with its natural healing process, you're going to experience lasting changes, but they're not going to be overnight. And so this is really important that you start writing this down, because you may not notice from day to day the changes. And so typically when we stop doing what was helping is when we really start feeling, oh, I'm not feeling great. I need to go back to doing what I was doing because I was feeling so much better. Well, this is where having a journal is so helpful, because it will help you to remember what it was you were doing that was helping you. Okay. And then be consistent. So you need to show up for yourself. And when you aren't feeling great, you really want to show up for yourself every day, whenever possible. And some days are just not possible. And so don't bother feeling bad or having any of those negative thoughts. Just keep thinking positive thoughts and show up for yourself as best as you can. So the second one is nutrition. And start looking at foods, that you notice don't agree with you. Okay. Because this can be causing inflammation in your body, and you could be feeling that in your joints. So start paying attention to those foods. If you try to do too much at once, then you won't know what is helping and what's not. So if you do notice that there's a food that doesn't agree with you, or you notice you're not feeling that great after you eat it, start paying attention to that and start doing a mini elimination diet by just taking out one thing at a time, giving it a week or two before you make a decision on whether or not you should continue with that food. Okay. And then talking about nutrition, are you taking whole food supplements? Most of the supplements on the market are synthetic. So our bodies don't recognize these synthetic supplements as nutrition and do not absorb the nutrients. So because of soil depletion and other factors, we don't get the nutrients and minerals from food like we used to. So today it would take 5 apples to get the same nutrients and minerals that our grandparents got from 1 apple. And we simply can't eat enough to get the nutrients and minerals that we actually need. So supplementing with a good whole food supplement that your body will absorb is really important. Number 3 is hydration. Sip water throughout the day. If you're not a drinker, try adding a citrus essential oil to your water. Now you want to make sure that it's in a glass or metal container, because citrus essential oils will leach plastic into your water. So don't put it in plastic. And then you also want to make sure that it's safe for internal use. You will see an essential oil supplement label on that bottle of essential oil. And so that's very important too. Movement. We need to move our bodies. So our bodies become stiff when we sit too much. And that's because our connective tissue becomes dehydrated. So set an alarm, get up every hour, move around, get the blood flowing, and go for a walk, do some yoga moves or stretches. Even if you're not feeling great, active rest is best. So even if you don't feel like it, it's better to get up and move around than it is to just do nothing. Okay. And so talking about movement, I started doing a self-care technique called melt 10 years ago. So even on days when I can't go for a walk, I can still do melt. And that helps my keep my connective tissue hydrated. I'm a melt instructor. So if you want to learn more about that, I will be doing some videos soon, or you can send me a message, and you can always comment below if you have questions. So number 5 is mindset. So your body is listening to what you believe, and your body's also believing it. So an example, if I wake up in pain, I try not to keep saying over and over again, I'm in pain, I don't feel good, right? I could say, I'm not feeling my best today, but I know what I need to do. And so I'm going to do those things, practice self-care, pull out my notes and just remind myself of what I do that I know is helpful for me. And that is better than I'm sending my body the signals, we got this. So one of the most researched properties of essential oils is their ability to influence our emotions. Very much like when I did the spearmint and the lemon, our brain is designed to use aroma to soothe and protect itself. So when we inhale an essential oil, the aroma is processed through our olfactory system right here. And this is also known as our emotional brain. And certain aromas, they have the ability to promote feelings of calm and relaxation. And then citrus scents like lemon, lime, and orange have been found to instantly pick up our spirits. And not only do these smells increase happiness, but they can actually boost your energy and increase feelings of positivity. So if you're having a hard time changing your mind, use an essential oil to help you. Okay. So what is an essential oil? I'm assuming you know, but I'm going to review just in case you know. They are aromatic compounds found in plant seeds, bark, flowers, and trees. When we're using essential oils and they're pure, they are very potent. So less is more. And they work best when they're used consistently in smaller amounts to support our body systems. They are 100% natural and safe for babies, children, adults, elderly, and animals when we use pure essential oils. They are not created equal. So most essential oils are on the market today are not beneficial to our health and have added synthetics and fillers just to increase profits. So no one's regulating the essential oil industry. So consumers are none the wiser. And so this is why I want to make sure that you know that you need to do your research and make sure that you're using oils that are pure. So I use doTERRA for that reason, because they are the most trusted, tested, and safe essential oils on the market. And I know when I'm using doTERRA, they are pure and they are tested. You actually have access to tests that are done by third party. There's a batch number on every bottle, and you can go to source2tou.com, put in that batch number, and you can look and see exactly what's in that bottle of essential oil. So how do we increase the benefits of an essential oil? I want to review this because then I'm going to go into some blends that are helpful for muscles and joints. So we can increase the benefits. Well, if we aren't feeling well and feeling a little bit of stress, we can inhale the scent of a calming essential oil like lavender to kind of, calm us down. We can add a warm compress or take a hot shower. We can move around to increase circulation and blood flow. That helps get that essential oil into our bloodstream. We can use a carrier oil to help the oil stay in the tissue longer. So using a carrier oil is actually beneficial, because what we do is, because these are so pure and potent, we can add a drop of carrier oil, which I forgot to bring it over here with me. A carrier oil is a vegetable-based oil, such as coconut oil, grapeseed oil, argan oil, jojoba, and we add it to the essential oil and then put it on our skin. So that will help if we have sensitive skin. We always want to use a carrier oil, but also it will help hold that oil in the tissue longer. Because essential oils are volatile compounds, they evaporate very quickly. And so by using a carrier oil, it helps it evaporate slower and have more time to absorb into the tissue. So very beneficial when we're applying them topically. The oil into the tissue, so massaging it helps. And then the other thing we can do is we can layer essential. So we get the benefits of each essential oil, and then we also get the synergy that's created when two or more oils are blended together. We get the benefits from that synergy that's created. And so copaiba is an essential oil that has properties that, well, it's a bossy oil, and it likes to tell the other oils what to do. And so by using copaiba with oils, it can increase the benefits. And copaiba will tell that oil to get in there. So where are we? Okay, so I'm going to tell you all about the blends. Today, I'm pressing the easy button. I could do the list of essential oils that you could use that are helpful for muscle and joint support. But the list is exhaustive. It's a good list. In my own healing journey, I at one point was using 10 different essential oils, making my own rollers, and found that really helped me. Well, something that I came to find out was that there are already blends already made with those essential oils that I was using in the blends. And so I could just use a combination of the blends and get the results easier, quicker, and not have to do so much work. So I'm going to talk about blends because it's an easier way to get started, figuring out what helps you, what you like. And so let's get started. So the first one we're going to talk about is Deep Blue Soothing Blend. It's probably the most popular essential oil blend because it's so awesome. And it has wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, ylang-ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. So back to, having to make your own blends. This one already has 8 oils in it. And if you were to purchase those oils individually, there's some very expensive oils in this blend. So something about Deep Blue is it does have a safety cap. And that's because of the wintergreen. So wintergreen, when you smell it, it smells like candy. It smells like root beer. And so it's the only oil actually that has the safety cap on it because it smells like candy and root beer. So any blends that have wintergreen in them will have the safety cap. And there's only 2, and we're going to talk about both of them. So obviously wintergreen is very helpful for muscle and joint support. So how do you use Deep Blue? It's blue because of the oils that are in it, the blue tansy, the blue chamomile. It's a really pretty blue. And so what you want to do is you can use it by itself, or like I said, adding a carrier oil will only increase the benefits. So you can apply it before, during, and after exercise. Massage it into your muscles and joints at the end of a long, straining day on your feet. Use for targeted temporary relief against simple backache, arthritis, sprains, strains, and bruises. Apply on feet and knees before and after exercise. It's perfect for a soothing massage. Apply to hands and feet after gardening. You can rub it on your lower back after heavy lifting at work or cleaning, moving. It into your children's growing legs before bedtime. Wonderful for growing legs and the discomfort that they may feel. After long hours on the computer, you can rub it onto your fingers, your shoulders, your neck. So that's how you can use Deep Blue. Now it comes in quite a few different formulas. And this is where we're really going to hit the easy button, because if you have the oil, now you can use it with the carrier oil, and then you can use it with copaiba to help increase that absorption and the benefits, right? You could add a warm compress and really give it more oomph. You can move around and get the blood flow going. Here comes the cat. So you can do all the things, but they just came out with this, and this is the best thing ever, ever, ever. It's the Deep Blue stick, and it has copaiba in it. So it has that Deep Blue soothing blend, and it has copaiba, and it works so good. As I mentioned before, I was making all of my blends because I found that it was more effective for me when I blended oils together rather than just using them individually. And I am thrilled to say that this Deep Blue stick works wonderful on its own. And so all you have to do is just rub it in. I'm going to rub it into my back right now. Just rub it in. So let me tell you what's in it, because it's not greasy. And the great thing is, oops, I kind of overdid it. The great thing is that you don't have to use your fingers to put it so that you don't get it on your fingers. Like before you go to the bathroom, you don't want to have Deep Blue on your fingers. If you play sports, you don't want to touch the basketball after applying Deep Blue, or you're going to work out. You don't want to get it on your fingers. Especially if you don't have time to wash your hands. So this is great because then you just can massage it in using the stick. I love this, and it's I was surprised at how well it helps. So, and I didn't have to do any DIYing. So the base of the Deep Blue stick is coconut oil, sunflower seed wax, and sweet almond oil. And this formula is free from silicones, free from phenooxethanol, I should have learned how to say that, PEGs, and acrylates. And what's really cool is this tube is post-consumer recyclable material, so it's eco-friendly. Bonus. You can apply it just like you can the blend before, during, and after exercise as needed. Massage it into your muscles and joints. And then for temporary relief from simple backache, arthritis, sprains, strains, and bruises. Okay. So I have another blend that has some of the oils that I used to add to my roller. I know I'm probably going to keep talking about that, but Aromatouch. So there's actually an Aromatouch technique, hand massage, that's wonderful. And massaging our hands can have a benefit throughout our entire body. And then by adding the oil, the blend, can have systemic effects. So what's in it? Cypress, great for circulation, peppermint, marjoram, basil, grapefruit, and lavender. This one's really great to use on your calves, like if you're going to fly, for that swelling. This is great to use on your calves. So you can apply to neck and shoulders to promote feelings of relaxation and lessen tension. You can use it with a carrier oil. You can give your loved one a hand massage with this, add it to Epsom salts, and enjoy a bath. I actually, when I'm really feeling it, I will layer these oils. I will layer Aromatouch, layer Deep Blue, or I'll put some Aromatouch on and then roll the Deep Blue stick on. Okay. So you can experiment and make combinations and see what works best for you. And then make sure you write it down in your journal, which combination really works. So the last, well, I have two more blends. One is a kid's blend, and this is also called, it's called Rescuer, and it's also soothing blend, just like Deep Blue, but it was designed for kids. And so let me tell you what's in it: copaiba, lavender, spearmint, and xanthoxylum essential oils in a base of fractionated coconut oil. So it's already diluted. It already has the carrier oil in it. So all your kiddos have to do is just roll and go. Okay. Massage it into their legs before bedtime. Apply to the temples and the back of the neck to reduce feelings of tension. Massage into the shoulders, neck, and back for a comforting and soothing massage. This stuff is awesome. And what a great empowering tool for our kids, right? And adults love these, by the way. So it's not just for kids. I love them. And they smell great. It's just a gentler. Some of these blends have like peppermint, which is high in menthol. So it's very strong, and these just have a gentler scent. Okay, but just as effective. So last but definitely not least is past tense tension blend for head and neck tension. I actually love it on my back, layered with the other blends. So what does it have in it? It has wintergreen, so it's going to have that safety cap. Lavender, peppermint, frankincense, cilantro, marjoram, Roman chamomile, basil, and rosemary. So it has a fresh minty scent that has a soothing effect. Now it does come in the bottle, and it's not diluted, and so most people like to use it with the carrier oil because it is so strong. Massage into shoulders, neck, and back for a cooling, soothing sensation. It does have that zing with the wintergreen and the peppermint. Add to temples and back of neck before taking a test. Apply to the wrists while traveling for a relaxing aroma. I know my husband likes to use it for stress feelings. So that helps a lot. Okay. So those are all of the blends. Oh, I didn't tell you about the deep blue rub. So another form of deep blue blend, soothing blend. It also comes in a rub. And so the rub was very popular before the stick came along, and it probably still is because it's awesome. And so it's just the blend in a lotion base with added eucalyptus. And so this is wonderful for a massage. And then you just want to make sure that you wash your hands after you use it. It gives that cooling. It has more that cooling feel than the stick does. A little bit more lotiony too. That's even a word. Okay, so that's those are some blends, and yes, you can use more than one blend together, and you're going to get that synergy of the oils in each blend, and then the synergy that they create together. You may find that one blend works great for you. Great. So comment below. Send me an email, terry@iambonicwoman.com, if you want to ask me any questions. So thank you for joining me. If you found value in this training, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. If there's an oil or a topic that you want to learn more about, feel free to say that below. And then in closing, I have a reminder for you to take care of your body because it's the only place you have to live. And I hope you have a fabulous evening.